Our CBN health reporter, Lorie Johnson, is with us now. And Lorie, we're still learning about the mortality rate, but now we're hearing reports out of China that the virus has already mutated. How many mutations should we look forward to? How deadly is this disease?
Great questions, Gordon, and it just goes to show how this situation is constantly changing. And you're right, scientists in China have identified 2 strains now of COVID-19. One is called strain L, and the other one is called strain S. Strain L is much more virulent. It is much more deadly, and they say that this was what was so rampant right away in Wuhan, where so many people died. And we know now that the death rate there in China, particularly in the Hubei province, has really dropped off. And scientists are wondering, is that because the L strain is a little bit less and the S strain is now more prevalent? This all points to the fact that scientists need to study this even further, and those studies are going on as we speak.
Well, as the scientists are studying, people are getting infected. And so what are some steps that people can take? I found myself yesterday suddenly getting really hungry for kimchi. What should people be doing in order to protect their health?
I love it. You're eating kimchi. That's right. Well, first of all, we know that the best thing we can do is not get the virus in the first place. And the ways to prevent doing that, the CDC says the best way to do that is to keep your hands clean and don't touch your face. We know that this is spread through droplets when people cough and sneeze. So that's we need to try to cough and sneeze into our arm or into a tissue, and sometimes those droplets can fall on hard surfaces that we touch, and then we have to make sure to sanitize the things we touch all the times, like our phones and our doorknobs and so many things. The World Health Organization, Gordon, says that sometimes these droplets can stay on hard surfaces for hours, up to many days, depending on the temperature and the humidity. But they say don't worry too much about packages that are being sent from places where there are outbreaks, like China, because when certain objects are being moved around and exposed to different temperatures and humidities, the virus is not very likely to survive that transit. If you do happen to get sick, of course, please stay home. Don't infect others and get well if your symptoms require it. The symptoms we know are high fever, shortness of breath, and body aches, and a cough, because this is a respiratory virus after all.
Well, it sounds a lot like a cold or the flu. And with flu season, I hear people saying, well, when the summer comes, this virus is going to disappear. Is that the case? Is a higher air temperature going to kill it? Or is this something that will be with us through the summer? Is it going to reoccur next fall?
Mm-hmm. That's the big question. And scientists don't really know about COVID-19, but they can look at some of its kinfolk, its relatives, other coronaviruses. And we know that 4 other coronaviruses are associated with the common cold, which is seasonal. So scientists are hoping that maybe this, like the common cold, is seasonal, which means we may see it again next fall, but by that time, hopefully, we'll have a vaccine. And scientists are also hopeful that by the end of this summer, if this thing sticks around, we will probably have therapeutics, drugs, to help people get better from this, like antiviral medications, which are being tested right now on COVID-19 patients.
All right, Lorie, thank you for being with us. And if you, like me, have more questions about the coronavirus, we have a fact sheet for you. We're going to be updating you with the latest news, and you can get your free copy. All you have to do is call us. We'll send it to you as an email attachment. If you don't have email, we'll even mail it to you. 1-800-700-7000. And if you're worried about your gut health, and your gut is actually one of the prime defenses against any kind of infection, we'll have a booklet for you as well on that, where you can protect your gut. You can build a better gut. Again, it's absolutely free. We want you to be healthy, and so all you have to do is call us. 1-800-700-7000. We'll send it to you right away.